Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 30. It is 1 month today. 1 month today. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. I hope you're excited. So, today we will be doing a project to wrap up the month. It's Palindrome Checker. Have you heard of Palindrome Checker before? If not, then this is the video you want to see. So, let's go. It's day 30 of programming. 30 days. This is unbelievable. Today I will be talking about Palindrome Checker. So if you don't know what palindrome is, palindromes are words that once when they are spelled forward and backward, they give the same word. For example, madam. When you spell madam like this and then you spell it backward, it's still the same word. So I'm going to write a code that will check if a user inputs a word, it removes the spaces and punctuation and everything and then tries to compare if the strings are reversed, if you would get the same word, if it will read the same backwards. So this is a simple Python project. So like I said, the first step, write a program that checks if a word or phrase is a palindrome. And the steps is that we'll get the user input, we'll remove space and punctuation, and compare the strings with its reverse to check if it reads the same backward. So we will be using a function. So def is palindrome s. And then I want to have because we said we remove space and punctuation, so I want to have like a variable that would enhance that will have in case the clean screen this clean string. So would have cleaned equals to, so first it is going to be an empty string because there's no string there. And now I want to be able to loop through the word or the phrase that the user gave. So I need a for loop. So whatever the user gives, I want to be able to loop through it. So the word that the user is giving is S, and now I want to loop through S. So I'll say for C character in S. You can use better naming if you prefer. So this is looping through every character in the string that the user is given. So then it's going to check if the string is alphanumeric. So if C dot is, if this is alphanumeric, then it's going to convert to a lowercase. So like I said, this checks that, ensures that it is alphanumeric. And if this is alphanumeric, then I want to convert everything to a lowercase. So we have cleaned, convert to lowercase, and then pass it into the empty string that we declared here, empty variable that we declared here. So we have a plus or equal to C dot lower. Yes. So what we are doing here is that we defined a function and then we defined an empty string variable cleaned, and then we're going through each character in the word that the user gives. We're checking if it is alphanumeric, and then if it's alphanumeric, we're then converting it into a lowercase version, and then we're sending it into the string that we created. So to be sure that it's perfectly aligned. And then what do I want it to return? I want it to return cleaned equals to cleaned. So now once it has passed that into here, then I want to compare that cleaned, that is our alphanumeric lowercase variable, is then equal when we reverse it. So this part of the code is reversing it and then comparing it to see that they are exactly equal. So now this is our function that checks this. So then we want to now get the user input because we need this to be interactive. So then I will have like word equals to input enter a word or phrase. So this will take the input from the user. So this is it. And then we now have to call our function. After we get the word from the user, we then have to parse it into our function S, and then we have to print a statement that, oh, it is actually a palindrome or it is not a palindrome. So we're checking if the word or phrase is a palindrome, and then we're printing whether it is or it's not. So when I run this, oh, space, yep. So now when I run this and then I enter a word like madam and then click enter, I see madam is a palindrome. When I enter, for example, a word that is not a palindrome, it is not a palindrome. So there we have it. This is our function. We define an empty string variable and then we loop through every character in that string, and then if it's we check if it's alphanumeric. If it is alphanumeric, then we'll convert it to lowercase, and then we pass it into the empty string variable that we declared. So now our cleaned is then the lowercase alphanumeric value, and then we then return by comparing if cleaned, that is the lowercase alphanumeric variable, is the same if we reverse it. And then we take the input from the user and then we check if the word is a palindrome, and then we print the result. So we're passing the user's word into the function and then checking it if this applies to it, and we'll print a statement if it's a palindrome or if it's not a palindrome. Thank you so much for watching that video. I hope you were able to learn something from it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And don't forget to also try the practice questions that are in the Jupyter notebook and put your solutions in the comment section. Let's build a community together. As always, the link to that notebook is in the description below, and I'll see you tomorrow.